The fact is, she was a brilliant First Minister. The SNP have had to be squeaky clean compared to the rest of them because the media do not play fair.
I have to say I'm very delighted that she's gone today. I think she's been nothing but divisive for the last 8 years. I don't think, while she has been First Minister, the SNP have actually achieved anything meaningful, and I think that they leave Scotland in a worse place compared to when they found it. Just recently, Glasgow Council have announced a £500 million of budget cuts. This is a consequence of local authorities having their budgets continuously frozen by the SNP government under her reign. And you just look around Glasgow, Edinburgh, the big cities in Scotland, and you just see the state of mismanagement after all of these years of SNP and Nicola Sturgeon rule. And then, as you mentioned, the questions of her husband, the issues of
Alex,
the money.
why has she done well in successive elections?
The one thing I give her credit for is she's a very good political operator. She's a bad politician in the sense that I don't think she has used her power to make people's lives better or communities better, but she is a very good political operator. And I think in Westminster, people have been caught napping over the rise of the SNP and what an effective political force they are, how effective they are at campaigning. And I think that's why they've been successful as they have, because things haven't got better up here. But obviously, as you say, they've continued to win elections. They're very good at giving out sound bites. For example, during COVID, it was announced that all children were going to get free bicycles. What actually happened, it wasn't free bicycles, it was a loan, and something like 90 people participated in the scheme. There are lots of sound bites and they move on.
Alex, how have you voted up there?
I actually voted SNP once. That was as a tactical vote in the 2019 election to try and stop Brexit. Other than that, I voted Labour, and in the next general election I'll be voting Labour.
I'm a SNP supporter and I've been all my life, so I'm not one of the newbies. I've been fighting this cause all my life, from when we were spat at in the street by the Labour Party. And all I can say to you is, the cause will never be lost. The fact is, she was a brilliant First Minister. The SNP have had to be squeaky clean compared to the rest of them because the media do not play fair with her or with any of us, any of the SNP, any of our cause. We want equality. And as a Scot...
Kirsty, tell me, the last caller says, look, she's done very little for Scotland. Things have gone worse.
Oh, my God.
Walk around Edinburgh. Tell me why you disagree with that and what she has done.
Well, I can name quite a lot of things that she has done. Well, one, she's been there. She's been a constant for Scotland. We have free education in Scotland compared to down south. We have free meals for our kids. We have free prescriptions. We have so many things that down south don't. Like, for instance, I'm a nurse, and as a nurse, we actually was paid slightly more under an SNP government. We also have. We had the bursary that was never taken away, which down south did. We've got a lot more social policies better than what down south have. She also stopped things like the road pole, the road, when you had to pay to cross, to go to Skye and all that type of thing. All that was, there's so many things that they've done better with a little
Kirsty,
bit they can
Why
do.
do you think she's leaving?
I do not know, but there's been lots of people upset over this trans thing as well.
Do you think she handled that well or poorly?
I don't think it was really. I think the whole lot was blamed on her. When there's a lot of unionists out there that whether it comes from the Labour Party, whether it comes from the Liberal Democrats, whether it comes from all unionist parties. They like to make fire.
But hang on a minute, hasn't the party been divided over this issue? Come on,
yes?
I mean, it's not all about externalities and unionist perspectives. The party has been divided over this issue.
That.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that. I'm even divided over that. I'm not disputing that.
Right.
But she's got the blame for something that has been cross-party. That's the point I'm trying to make out. The fact is this was voted down by majority of MPs, whether they be SNP, Greens, Liberals and Labour Party, even people in the Greens. I think the Green a Tory in this area, who's a MSP, he voted for transgender, and he was a Tory. So the point I'm trying to make is there's a lot get blamed. And SNP, it doesn't matter. They don't play with we do not get equality here in Scotland or in the United Kingdom. And me as a Scot, I don't feel that even anything that the Scots vote for down south don't care, because they've got the majority and they will do with what they will want.
Kirsty?
No matter, even though we have voted to remain in Europe, we've been taken out against our will. And the fact is that maybe I'm sad to see her go, but if she has to go, the cause isn't dead. And I think that's what unionists and
This is the
Downstairs
independence
are hoping.
cause, the independence cause.
It'll never die, no.